Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. So I work with a number of people who claim to be all for diversity. I work for an organization that claims to be all for diversity. It was part of our training and all that. But I've come to learn to my disappointment, diversity means that they want to have more discrimination, right? This time favored toward African Americans, toward the LGBTQ community, and whatever they decide, right? As soon as you don't fall into one of those categories, they're not that diverse anymore, right? I want to talk about two examples where they failed to see diversity just because it was a group that they weren't familiar with. So I am a recovering binge eater. You guys, if you've been watching my videos for a few years, it was my resolution in the great year of 2020, actually. And the events of 2020 really helped me change some of those habits because I got to do them in isolation from other events. Now, the policy at work was really killing me. We technically weren't allowed to eat at our desks. You might think that would be a paradise for somebody with binge eating. Not really, because I would get a shift that's 6, 7 hours. It would force me to eat when I didn't want to eat, and it created all sorts of problems. And unfortunately, recovering binge eater doesn't get the kind of attention that LGBTQ, African American, or even somebody in a wheelchair might get, right? That's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? It's an invisible group of people. Now, I had another situation where my colleagues gave me a little bit of flack. I wanted to take the day off after the Super Bowl, but not for the reason that you're thinking of. The Super Bowl is being played here in Phoenix, and it's Sunday. Hopefully, I don't have to work Saturday. I'm thinking of driving to another city to get out of the drama here because I have social anxiety. And when we were talking about it at the office, my colleagues thought I wouldn't want that day off because they know I don't like sports. But when I explained my situation, everybody laughed the idea out the window, right? I mean, you guys want to take a break on Super Bowl Sunday to drink or maybe even to go to the Super. I don't know how many of my colleagues are going there. I want to take it off because I need to keep my sanity. Why the difference in acceptance there? Anyway, some thoughts to chew on, right? If you claim to be diverse, but your idea of diversity is people of different skin colors or whatever you recognize, right? Then and you're not diverse, right? You're just practicing more discrimination, right? This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. Shit.